Hi friends, today our letter is S. S makes this sound, like a snake. And look at S. It looks like a snake, doesn't it? S, you start at the top and curve around again. S is for sun. Let's make the S together. Start at the top with your magic finger. Curve around and curve around again. Very good. Now here's lowercase s, and it looks exactly the same. It's just littler. S is for sock. I'm going to get my treasure box and show you some other things that start with S. We already said sun, didn't we? And, we talked about snake. Snake starts with S. This is a seahorse. Seahorse. Say that with me. Seahorse. Good. Oh, this is funny. This is a sandwich. Look, it's a sandwich. Inside you can see the things that go in the sandwich. Sandwich. Good. Oh, this is something special. This is called a snow globe. Say it with me. Snow globe. And look what happens. When I turn it upside down, all the snow goes to the top of the globe. And now when I turn it over, it's snowing on that little snowman. I'm going to have to be very careful with this because it's breakable. It's glass. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know if you can tell what these are. They're sunglasses. There's the back. They're pretend. They wouldn't work for real. Sunglasses. Say that with me. Sunglasses. They start with S. And this animal is a seal. Seal starts with S. Say it with me. Seal. Good. This is a sailboat. Sailboat. Sailboat starts with S. So those are some words that start with S. And in my class, I have two friends who start with S. My friend Serenity, that's a long name, isn't it? Serenity starts with S, and Shay starts with S. So two friends today. Now, I want to read a book for you, and it's called Pumpkin Jack. Does that look like a nice jack-o'-lantern? We just had Halloween, and I bet a lot of you carved pumpkins and made jack-o'-lanterns. Something happens to jack-o'-lanterns after Halloween, and that's what this book is all about. When Tim carved his first pumpkin, it was fierce and funny and just perfect. A jack-o'-lantern this good deserved a name. So Tim gave it one. He called it Jack. I have some friends at school whose name are Jack. I have two friends named Jack. And so they're going to think that's funny, aren't they? Oh, long after the best trick-or-treat candy was gone, Tim still kept Jack in his room. At night, when a candle made Jack's face dance on the wall, it filled the dark with warm pumpkin smells. Tim felt Jack was almost magic. Yet too soon the spell was broken. Remember when we did the Mr. Pumpkin song and you could see the face? You can see the face because there's a candle inside. And it made shadows on the wall. This pumpkin is beginning to rot, announced Mom. It's time to throw it out. Tim knew it was useless to argue. So he carried Jack to the garden which was filled with the brown ghosts of last summer's plants. A dead garden is better than a trash can, thought Tim. Still, it made him sad to leave Jack outside and alone. Look, there he is, sitting in a pile of old dead plants and maybe some leaves. Tim's feeling kind of sad, isn't he? Whenever chores or play brought Tim to the garden, he looked for Jack. Every time Jack was different. He got wrinkled, and his fierce smile began to look silly. Look, he's beginning to look kind of silly, isn't he? Uh-oh. Mold spread all over Jack's bright orange skin, and as the days turned colder, Jack grew flatter. He squished down because he's rotting and he's just kind of falling apart. Winter began. Soon Jack was hidden under a layer of snow, and Tim forgot about him. The cold, heavy jacket days came, snowmen and sliding indoor days, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. And when all those days had passed and March winds melted the snow, Tim found Jack. There wasn't much left. Does that look like a pumpkin? Not to me. I see Tim's shoes right there. Let's see what he saw. Some skin and a few seeds. Jack's Halloween magic was a distant memory. Tim scraped a little blanket of earth over the last bits of his pumpkin. "Goodbye, Jack," he whispered. I wonder if he's feeling sad, remembering how much fun he had with Jack. Well, when spring turned warm and barefoot weather happened, a tiny sprout appeared where Jack had been. Right there. He's looking at it. Tim found it, and he guessed what it was. Can you guess what it is? Let's find out. In the days that followed, Tim weeded and watered and watched the sprout. Slowly and steadily, the plant changed and it grew. It branched and spread a web of vines over the ground, but no pumpkins appeared. Did you guess that it was a pumpkin? Yeah, where he planted the seeds, a pumpkin plant is growing. Oh, I see some flowers. We talked about the fact that wherever there's a flower, a pumpkin will grow. The days turned hot. Flowers opened on the plant each morning, yellow stars that twisted shut forever in the afternoon. Still, there were no pumpkins. Finally, Tim found a little green ball growing behind a crumpled blossom. A pumpkin! Tim let out a whoop and ran to show his mom. I see one right there, and here, and here. Oh my goodness, some pumpkins are happening. By August, the plant had spilled over onto the lawn. Tim's favorite game became pumpkin hunting. He carefully looked among the leaves, trying to find the green pumpkins. Remember, pumpkins are green first. They don't get orange right away. School began again and the days got colder. Tim had less time to visit the garden, and when he did, the pumpkin plant looked tired. There were few new leaves, and the old ones no longer hid the fat green pumpkins. I see one right there, a big green pumpkin. Then one October morning, Tim woke up to see frost covering the garden. The frozen plants were changed. They looked like pale blue glass. After school, Tim discovered what the frost had done. The pumpkin plant's leaves were as limp as wet paper. The plant was dying. Tim searched among the leaves for the unripe pumpkins. He picked them up and put them on the front porch, hoping for one more change. It looks like he got lots of pumpkins, doesn't it? Look at all those pumpkins. Oh. By Halloween, the pumpkin had ripened to a bright orange. There were many, for the plant had been very generous. He gave away all the pumpkins except for one. I think he gave them to all of his friends, didn't he? From jack-o'-lantern to seed to pumpkin again, the circle was almost complete. Now it was time for Tim to do his part. He gave his pumpkin a face. It smiled at him in a fierce and funny way, just like Jack had. Tim smiled too and said, "Welcome back, Jack." He had a new Jack. Oh, thank you for listening. I want to show you a song that I like to do, and it's about owls. So I'm going to just turn this a little bit and see if you can see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 owls. Scooch this whole thing over so it's more head on. Here we go. 5 hoot owls sitting in a tree. One flew away. Here he goes. Can you make the flying sound? How many will there be? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the number 4. 4 hoot owls sitting in a tree. One flew away. How many do you see? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 hoot owls sitting in a tree. One flew away. Let's make him fly. How many do you see? Now we just see 2. 1, 2, and that's the number 2. 2 hoot owls sitting in a tree. One flew away. How many do you see? Help me fly. Good. Now there's 1 hoot owl sitting in a tree. He flew away. Now how many do you see? 0. They all flew away. Owls are funny like that. They like to fly. Well, this was fun, and I hope you have a great week. There'll be some activities you can do, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.